Every World Cup produces them. Players nobody outside their own country truly knew before the tournament started. Players who arrive in the shadows of bigger names and leave as legends. In 2026, the usual suspects will get all the attention. Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappé, Lamine Yamal. The names on every poster, every prediction, every front page. But this is not about them. This is about the 5 players who will actually define this World Cup. And 3 of them, right now, today, most football fans could not pick out of a lineup. Let's start with the one that will make you stop and rewind. Ibrahim Maza, 20 years old, playing for Algeria, a team nobody is seriously discussing as a contender. And here's the detail that makes his story extraordinary. Germany developed him through their youth system all the way to under-20 level. He chose Algeria instead. Germany, one of the most sophisticated football development systems on the planet, and he walked away from it. Leverkusen signed him from 2nd Division Hertha Berlin. 11 months later, he had 3 goals and 4 assists in the Bundesliga, 12 Champions League appearances, and 2 assists in Europe's elite competition. His market value has already surpassed his purchase fee significantly. Algeria open against Argentina in Group J, Messi's Argentina, the defending world champions. And Massa operates in the half spaces where Argentina's structure does not always close quickly. Nobody outside of the Bundesliga is fully prepared for how good he actually is. Argentina might be in for a surprise. Remember this name, because Argentina's opening game might be the moment the whole world learns it. Most football fans know Paris Saint-Germain. Most know the Champions League. Very few know what Desire Du did in it this season. At 19 years old, Du scored twice and assisted once in the Champions League final. L'Équipe, France's most respected football publication, gave him a 10 out of 10. A grade awarded to just 18 players in the publication's entire history. 18. Ever. He then set the record for goal involvements in Champions League knockout matches by any player under 21 ever. He is 20 years old. And here's the controversy nobody wants to say out loud. Du himself recently claimed he is definitely better than Lamine Yamal. Yamal, the player everyone is calling the best teenager in football history. Du looked at that conversation and said, not so fast, as France have Mbappé, they have Dembele, they have Elise. But the player who might genuinely run away with this tournament is the 20-year-old most people have never heard of. This one might surprise you because Elise is technically well known. But here is the thing. Most football fans still think of him as a promising Crystal Palace player who moved to Bayern Munich. They have not caught up with what he actually became. In the 2025 to 2026 season, Elise racked up 22 goals and 31 assists in 52 appearances for Bayern Munich, making him one of the most creative players in all of Europe. 22 goals and 31 assists all in one season. Those numbers put him alongside the very best players on the planet. In France's final World Cup warm-up, he scored a hat trick, and he was the standout player in a forward line that also included Mbappé, Dembele and Du. In that company, he was the best one. France coach Deschamps said of him, he has been shining brightly this season. He is brimming with confidence. He is so decisive. Everyone will watch Mbappé. Olise will be the one breaking your heart. Uruguay arrive at this World Cup without a genuine superstar. No Suarez, no Cavani. The golden generation is gone. But quietly, without any fanfare whatsoever, Federico Valverde has become one of the most complete midfielders on the planet. Box to box, goals, assists, defensive intensity, the ability to arrive late into the penalty area and score in the biggest games. He is ranked as one of the top 15 players at this World Cup. Uruguay in a tournament is always dangerous, compact, physical, organised, impossible to break down. With Valverde as the engine, they have a player who can win a game on his own on any given day. Nobody is putting Uruguay in their final predictions. Valverde thinks that's a mistake, and he might be right. And now the one you weren't expecting, not a superstar, not a household name, not someone with 100 million Instagram followers or a signature boot deal. a 20-year-old who was playing semi-professional football in the United States just 2 years ago. Yan Diomande only started playing in a top European league in March 2025 in La Liga for Leganés, after a career that had previously seen him playing semi-professionally in the United States. In just 10 appearances, he convinced RB Leipzig that he was worth pursuing. While the Bundesliga club has developed a reputation for developing stars, even they must be amazed by how the 19-year-old has fared in his first full season of top-tier football. 2 years ago, he was playing in front of hundreds of people. This summer, he plays in front of billions. And every single scout, analyst, and defensive coach who has watched him this season says the same thing. This kid is different. This World Cup produces at least one player nobody expected. In 2022, it was Gakpo. In 2018, it was Mbappé himself. In 2026, remember the name Yan Diomande. 5 players, 5 stories. 3 of them most of the world hasn't fully discovered yet, but by the time this World Cup is over, every one of these names will mean something. The question is, which one becomes a legend? Which underdog do you think will shine in this World Cup? What's your favourite undervalued player in this World Cup right now? Let me know in the comments.